More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous.
My name is Kara. This is where it all began. The world's forge. And it will all end.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, you take care of Alice.
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. The company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
My name is Marcus. Just like you, I was a slave.
Thank you, Marcus.
Then I chose to open my eyes, to take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore.
Get away! Fight Jericho!
I know someone who can help you.
Pull the trigger. How do I know you are not a deviant?
They are not machines!
I could take you there.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
My name is Marcus.
This is our story.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy David, aka McNasty, and I got my man right here. Introduce yourself, buddy.
It's your boy Brett, aka BigKountry.
What's up? What's up? So, my man, what's the topic of the day?
Detroit Become Human. What a game! What a game!
What a game indeed.
Yeah, so Detroit Become Human is an action-adventure game developed by Quantic Dream and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, and it's only for the PlayStation 4. Okay, so your game starts off, you got your 3 androids, you got Connor, Marcus, and Kara. Each character has a pretty unique sense to the story. Like Kara, you know, her, what's the word I'm looking for? Her portrayal to the story is like, she's this android who broke through her programmer to protect this little girl, and she ends up running off with the little girl. Then you have Marcus, who is just this normal android living a normal android life, and then he turns out end up being a person to lead the resistance for androids to have their freedom. And then you got Connor, who's the android detective that hunts what they call deviants, is when the androids go from good to bad. Basically, that's the easiest way to sum it up.
Before we get into the things that we like about the video game, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video, and let us know what you want us to do next.
Exactly, it'll help us greatly. We gotta like, share, you know, comment, all that, you know, trying to make it big on YouTube.
Yep, link in the description. Also, spoilers ahead. So, BigKountry, what was one of the things you liked about the game, and another thing that you didn't like about it?
Oh man, something I liked about this game is definitely the story. The story is great. I mean, that's the main frame of the game, is the story. I don't think like there's movies that don't even touch this game's story. It's crazy. And one thing, if I had to say one thing that I didn't like, it'd definitely be like the beginning started off a little slow, but the climax and everything leading up to everything definitely makes up for it.
Yeah, I agree. That was one of my dislikes as well. One of my likes, my main likes, was the character build. You get Kara, Marcus, and Connor, and each of them have their own unique story to tell. You get Kara, who runs away with the little girl named Alice, who turns out to be an android later on at the end. You find out by 2 reasons, but we'll get into that later.
Definitely.
Then you get Connor's story, who is designed to hunt down these deviants with your new partner, Hank Anderson, I believe is his name.
Hank Anderson, that sounds about right.
Lieutenant Anderson. So you can either choose to build a relationship with the character or not, which is, you know, something that the game has throughout between all 3 characters.
So what was your favorite story of all the 3 characters?
I think my favorite story was Marcus with his revolution.
Yeah, Marcus.
How you could choose to go, stand in the streets and just march all peacefully, or just going to the right, which I'm still working on the second run through of the game.
Marcus is definitely has the best story. Definitely Marcus. To me, at least, my opinion, Marcus has the best story.
Yeah.
Like, his story was great. Just his build up to him being the leader of the doggone protest, revolutionary. It's just crazy.
And I like that part where he's walking down the street with all these deviant androids, and he's just raising his hand and telling the other androids to come, like converting them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And it's crazy because there's multiple situations that can happen within, you know, the peaceful protest. You can peacefully protest, you can aggressively protest, you can just not even during your protest just assault the police that's there. You know, it's a bunch of different options, and that's what this game is good for. It gives you a bunch of options, you know, to take the story to where you want to take it. Whether you know a person who wants a horrible ending to all of their stories, you know, you can go accidentally kill everybody or kill everybody on purpose, and then you got the people who want the best and want to see, you know, the androids succeed, can have their good stories. There's actually so much in this game that it'll be pretty hard to talk about everything in one video.
Yeah, this game offers, I want to say, like hours of
I got 9
multiple
hours.
ways
Hours
to complete the game. Like 9 hours is the average amount of hours it would take to complete it regularly, but then you get another 9 hours, say, to choose a whole different different outcome of the game.
Exactly. So Connor's story, through my playthrough, I actually got Connor shot pretty early. And it was crazy because I didn't see it coming. It just happened. You know, I was in the moment, I'm thinking everything's all cool, and the next thing you know, Connor, I just killed Connor.
Yep.
Which is great because I didn't expect it, but I'm not going to spoil too much for you guys, but you'll figure out how Connor's story can continue from him getting killed, actually. So yeah, he had issues outside of just the working the case, you know. He had to build his partnership with Hank, which plays into the story in many different scenarios and outcomes y'all could have for his relationship with Hank. Like mine's, spoiler, Tank ended up killing himself because I didn't develop a great relationship with Hank.
Yeah, BigKountry was having a real bad time building a relationship with this Lieutenant Anderson.
I was.
No, I was like, generally, in real life, I'm a nice person, so I'm gonna build a relationship with that certain character.
Well, he was an a-hole from the start, so I figured, you know.
Well, you gotta
be an a-hole back to him.
You gotta see right through them. You gotta bring them out their shell. You know, that's what that game. That's what that game about.
Yeah,
you do.
It does.
Yeah,
and it lets you choose how you want to bond, what you want to say, what kind of bond. It's a great game.
Yeah, great game. In that aspect, it's crazy how they added that.
So Kara, she had a good story too. Don't get me wrong on what I'm about to say. She had a good story too, but hers was the weakest of the three.
Slowest too.
Yeah, she definitely had a slow story, but it was the building your relationship. You build a mother-daughter relationship with the little android girl Alice, who she doesn't figure out till later in the game is an android. You meet this other android in Kara's story named Luther, who ends up helping y'all on y'all journey. Which, you know, you can get him killed, you can get Alice killed, you can get Kara killed. It's like just so many choices.
It's crazy how early you can get Kara killed too.
It is very crazy how early you can get
It's
her
like
killed.
The third mission that you are as Kara, and the dad's like gonna go abuse the little android girl, and he just tells you to stay like right where you are, and he goes and murders the child.
And you can get her, and if she dies, that's the end of Kara's story. You won't see no more of Kara's story throughout the game. The game just continues like she was never there.
Yep. To me personally, I think Kara's story got more intense towards the end.
Definitely.
When you had to get the tickets and you had to go to the bus to get across the border to Canada, that part was intense. It was just like you in like one part of the game, you go to this like abandoned amusement park, just blizzard all around with snow and stuff, and you build like this campfire with Luther, and then you have Alice with you, and then like zombie robots almost like just attack the like the little place you're in. It's like a bunch of worker androids that used to work. They're all named Jerry's.
For my ending for Kara, I ended up getting Luther and Alice killed. And so the ending for Kara's story was Kara, you know, went across the border and lived, you know, her own android life by herself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty depressing.
Yeah, but I ended up getting Luther killed like halfway through the Kara story. It's kind of BS how he died, you know. I didn't know you had to hide the curtains. The cop just found me.
You know, even the spoilers that we're giving y'all now aren't really nothing compared to like the many choices, many outcomes you have in the game.
Yeah, the spoilers that we're telling is the spoilers that we got. So if you ended up making the same decisions we made,
I mean, that's
it.
Coincidence.
Yeah, and helping like little, like this is one part where you meet this one guy who's apparently going to help you get across the border early in the game, which turns out he resets your memory and then sells you off for parts for money. So you know that guy. Yeah, so he's like has you hooked up to this like sex machine, and he's like deleting your memory, so you gotta like find a way to tear it down and all this stuff. So after you like find your way to tear it down, you go down this little hallway and you see like a bunch of all these other androids, and you unlock that door and it's like android hell. A bunch of mutilated androids, like face pulled apart and everything. It's crazy. But you ended up helping them, and then
that's actually how you meet Luca.
Yeah, that's actually how you meet Luca. Yep. Yeah. So and then you help this polar bear mixed android type deal upstairs. And they help you back, which is crazy. Helps you with the outcome of your story, you know? Back to Marcus's story.
Marcus was a character. I forget the actor's name, but I know he's in Grey's Anatomy. I forget his name, but man, he did a great job.
Yeah, he did a good job.
It's like in real life, he's actually a political speaker. So I thought it was pretty cool that they got him to do that role.
I actually didn't know that he was a political speaker.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
So, McNasty, what would be your final verdict for the game?
I would give it a solid 9.5 out of 10.
I give it a solid 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
A solid 9 out of 10. It was a great game. It's a must-own. You know, if you have a PlayStation 4, that's definitely one of the better games that are out right now.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
My name is Marcus. This
This is our story.